last time you looked at your profile picture for all your social media sites and said, wow, this is the best it can be. It's a perfect shot. This is what I want to represent me and my brand. If it's been a while since you've looked at your picture, or if it's been a while since you've actually taken one, or even if you've taken that selfie and just thrown it up there without any thinking about what you're actually doing, you're going to love today's version of visionissuccess.tv. In today's world, we live in a very visual and very representative world. Everywhere you look, there are images. People are snapping images all the time with their cell phones and their mobile devices. Images are everywhere, and we're sharing them everywhere on places like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Images are everywhere. And yet, in a lot of cases, people just don't pay attention to the image that they're actually portraying by using these types of mobile devices. And we see it all the time in the way that we represent our brand. Now, if it's been a while since you've actually gone and looked at your Twitter profile picture or your Facebook profile picture, go and take a look and then start noticing all the ones of the people you follow as well. Now, as a photographer, I have a background and I notice this on a regular basis. But the thing that I notice is, again, people don't pay attention to what they're actually representing themselves with. So they'll take a mobile device and they'll actually snap a real quick selfie no matter where they are, and they'll use that image for a while. They have bad lighting, bad representation, bad backgrounds, and again, they're just maybe taking an image, a fun image of them and several people in a big group, and then they'll come in and they'll crop it out. So literally, you have hands and all kinds of things all over the place. Now, again, if you think about it from a brand perspective, when you created your business card or something, some type of marketing like that, chances are you thought twice about how it looked and how represented you as a company and you as a brand. But if your image doesn't portray that, if it doesn't show that, then you're losing out on the capability of holding that brand from all the different social sites, from Twitter to Instagram to Google+, to Facebook, and so on. You really need to focus in on what that looks like and the representation that you are showing. Is it a professional image? Again, the more professional you are as a company, as a business, the more you need to really pay attention to that and put your best face forward. So as a photographer and as a marketer, I have 3 tips that I'd like to give you share with you today and show you how you can take the best portrait possible and use that on your profile images. So the first one is to find the best background you possibly can. Now, a lot of times people, again, if they're doing selfies, you just end up taking the image everywhere. But what I want you to do is actually to go out and take a look around you, see what's happening around you. What is actually located behind you? Is it a lot of different colors, a lot of different masses? Or is there something a little more subtle that it puts the emphasis on you? Because ultimately, that's what this is about. Now, again, if you're showcasing your product or something, you have to use discretion and really understand what it is that you're trying to showcase. But in profile images, it's of your face, maybe your shoulders, but nothing more. So you want it to be very calm behind you so that the emphasis is on what it should be on, and that is your face, from whatever angle you feel is best and however you best want to portray yourself. Number 2 is always make sure you have great lighting. Now, there's a number of ways to do this. Unfortunately, I see a lot of people head outside and in the middle of a field somewhere, they're taking an image and they're squinting and they're doing all these different kinds of things. Or maybe they have the sun coming down and it's very hot. It's a very bright light on one side of their face and then very dark on the other. Really focus in on the lighting. And you can do this even if you have a mirror or if you have a friend with you. Just start moving around and take a look at the way the light falls on the face. You will see it very rapidly. Right now, I am sitting in a room with a window directly behind where this camera is, and so it's a lot of natural and soft light falling directly on my face. So you can see well lit, well proportioned, and that's what you're looking for. You don't want to go outside again and have that harsh beating light directly at you, directly in your eyes, because that's going to cause squinting and frown lines and all those good things. So you really want to make sure that you're getting the best light possible so that you have even structure. Again, you're looking at a very small profile picture, so you want to make sure that everything is just perfect and that you can see your face and really start connecting with the person and the brand that you are trying to represent. And number 3 is always focus on creating the right size for the image. Now, no matter what profile, what site, what social media site, or what profile you are trying to create, chances are the image that you're going to create is a square image. And yet that's not what we take, especially if we're taking it with iPhones and cameras and things like that. You're going to get a rectangular image. You're either going to get either the landscape or portrait, and then when you feed it into these systems, again, in some cases, you have a hard time actually maneuvering it, so you end up maybe cutting off side of your face, or maybe the top or the bottom of your face. What you want to do in these cases is you want to go through and you actually want to crop the image into a square format. That way when you're loading it into the system, it will already be perfectly proportioned and you will know exactly what you're getting once it's loaded in the system. That will give you the best representation overall, and again, your profile will be exactly what you're trying to represent and the brand that you're trying to portray. Now, if you like this tip, I have others every single week that I release, both in my newsletter format and right here on visionofsuccess.tv. Make sure you sign up so that you'll get the latest tips to help you grow your business into a successful one. Bye-bye.